What is going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Dogecoin, as well as the S&P 500. As you guys know, we do a different cryptocurrency here on the channel every single week with your guys' help. And on that topic, we are still doing our crypto coin display giveaway. As you can see here on the screen, this is a $130 crypto Bitcoin ticker symbol that you can have all the prices live updating right here. I have it in pretty much all of my videos displayed in the background, but you guys actually have a chance to win one of these, and all you have to do is comment your favorite cryptocurrency in the comment section down below, as well as that you've subscribed to the channel, and that's it. You can win one of these. We're doing the raffle giveaway or the drawing on Saturday, so definitely stay tuned for Saturday's episode so you can see if you're the lucky winner. But that's all you have to do. Comment, subscribe, and make sure that you've commented your favorite cryptocurrency. Those two steps, and you can win one of these. Obviously, I am checking to make sure that you are subscribed. If you're not going to actually win one of these, so definitely make sure to do so. Otherwise, moving on into today's episode, we're going to have to talk about the double-digit bloodbath that's forming right now across the cryptocurrency market. It was expected. It was anticipated. We've been talking about this. I actually figured that we were going to see the breakout by May 15th. Today's the 13th, and we're really seeing the crash, so it was slightly early than I had originally anticipated. But I understand that. The same principles applied to this correction that, we've discussed in the past couple of days, so I want to talk about that a little more in depth. We were anticipating this big run. It's very crazy because I did mention this briefly, but we're going to talk about a lot more than that. Otherwise, if you are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, as this does help support the YouTube algorithm. Make sure to join us over at Discord, as I did link it in the description down below. We have over 1,000 people now in our Discord group talking about cryptocurrency every single day. It's completely free, so definitely make sure to enter it. Otherwise, let's jump into today's episode. All right, as you guys can see, I am on the current coin market cap, and I got a lot to talk about. Markets are all down. Everything is correcting lower. There's really nothing that's substantially up or down. Across the board, about 11.7%. Bitcoin fell about 13, Ethereum 14. We have Doge down 21% at 38 cents. XRP at $1.25 fell 13.8. Bitcoin Cash 18. Litecoin, which is now trading at number 12, which is absolutely insane, down 17.5%. I mean, this was expected. A lot of people just consider the markets to just continue to explode, and then they even see when markets are literally showing signs of reversal, when markets are literally showing signs of, exhaustion and drops to the downside. They still believe we're going to explode back to the upside. Now, it's very possible we may, but this is exactly what I thought back in 2017, 2018, when Bitcoin hit 20,000, and then we fell to 18,000. I was like, okay, we're going to go back up and go back to 30,000. Never did, and we just continued to correct all the way back down until we hit all-time lows, and then, traded stagnant for 3 years. So I'm not trying to spread FUD, but you really have to consider that these signs may be signaling that we're at the top, that we're at exhaustion. Now, I really wanted to give that explanation. We did make a live stream yesterday, which pretty much clarified the following morning's video. So yesterday morning, I put out a video. It only got 6.9K views, which I feel like isn't good because I really had a lot of important information to talk about. And especially with 43,000 people here subscribed to the channel, I really wanted to update my entire audience, and it didn't seem like that was a big possibility. Granted that only 7K people watched it in a day. So that's why I was like, okay, I gotta go on live stream. I gotta tell everybody what exactly is going on. So I made this video, XRP Ripple holders, time sensitive. I forget what else I said. This is so much bigger than I thought, which is exactly what's happening right now. So we put out this video to basically warn everyone what exactly was going on with the market, specifically because it didn't really come across that well in this morning's episode. And mainly we were discussing, as we discussed yesterday, support levels and resistance levels on XRP as well as for Bitcoin. Those are the two main cryptocurrencies we were focusing on. It was mainly the fact that XRP had resistance at $1.61 and bottom support capped at about $1.36. The other thing we wanted to look at besides XRP was at Bitcoin, which had a bearish downtrend right here that was forming pretty much across the entire board. And you can see that each time you're retesting this, we figured that we pretty much found our second point of confirmation that would lead us to a reversal. Bitcoin has shown a bearish divergence for months now that we've been tracking here on the channel with you guys. So this was an easy short opportunity. This was an easy money grab for, for Bitcoin holders, for people that were ready to leverage trade this. And I know a lot of people were able to get in on the short opportunity in the Discord. Everyone was telling me, as well as over on my Instagram, people were DMing me, telling me they shorted this market and they made a ton of money off of it. So huge shout out to you guys if you did capitalize off this run. But this is something we have been bearish on for so long. It's been like 2 weeks now that we've been talking about bearish reversals, or honestly 3 weeks now, where it's May 13th, and we started this April 14th. No, about a month. So 4 weeks total. We've been talking about this reversal, tracking this downtrend movement, and we really started to figure out that this might have been the top, and we'd start to see the lower high formation. I discussed this in yesterday's video, and I discussed this in the past 2 weeks of videos, that we were forming some sort of bearish reversal on Bitcoin. But to answer your guys' questions, now we're going to focus on XRP for right now. What exactly is going on? Where's this movement? So as you guys know, when we were making the titles of the past couple of videos, we discussed a countdown, which saw a small dip. As you guys remember, we saw a small dip. So when I was doing my two-day countdown, 1 day countdown, this was what we capitalized on. This run here, where we fell 20%. That was what we capitalized on. That was that run. Then I started to notice an even bigger movement of volume. We actually found this major symmetrical triangle, and then we started a new countdown, which is what I posted yesterday morning, which is what this is. Obviously, it was a 3-day countdown, which happened a little bit early. We were anticipating it to pretty much fill out, which ends right around May 15th, which you can see is right here, May 15th. Didn't actually do that. We broke a little early, but that's why we have these support levels put in place to capitalize on earlier runs or later runs than we had expected. So what I really wanted to show you was when we jump to the daily charts right now, you can see where our support and resistance levels were. So we clearly capped our top resistance, our price ceiling at $1.62. We discussed in depth that if we decide for the price to break bullish above this conservative resistance level, there's a very big chance we're going to explode back to the upside, go to $2, so on and so forth. We also had a beautiful price support level that was set, a price floor, which was set at about $1.35, which I mentioned kind of briefly yesterday in the live stream. I forgot exactly the price level, but we discussed right here at $1.35 where we've had some problems in the past. Now notice if we zoom out to the 4-hour, you can kind of see that even lower than that, the $1.27 support seems to be, acting up very well right now, where prices are actually bouncing off that currently. But what I want to notice, or what I want to show you guys, is the fact that we did close yesterday's candle below the uptrend. This is a bad sign, guys, and this is enough for me to want to buy in, and I did buy in. We do have short positions opened right now. We can see, if you want, you can let this coin play out a little bit more, but this is enough for me to buy into the market, anticipating a short to the downside. I don't think we're going to continue to start exploding back upwards. This was a huge uptrend that needed to hold support if we were going to continue to break to the upside, and we didn't. We had 3 confirmations here. We broke bearish through this just as easily as we did. It's a signal of reversal. It was anticipated. Markets, especially Bitcoin, are showing that bearish divergence, which is a sign of correcting even lower. And the fact is too hot right now. You can see on the weekly right here, we were overbought. We were extremely overbought, and we're trading very high from our moving average here. You can see moving average is around 50 cents. Now, I hope we don't fall to there, but we're still overbought, and we, I believe, are still extremely overextended on the MACD. As you can see here, look at how big that MACD is on the weekly right here. We are extremely overextended, and it's only a matter of time, which might be now, that we start to reverse lower. So our shorts are in for Bitcoin. Our shorts are in for XRP. This was discussed in depth in yesterday morning's video and yesterday afternoon's live stream, that there's a good chance if we break through those support levels or resistance levels, we'd buy in for a short or a long. Obviously, we confirmed the break below $1.35. We waited for the candle to close, which happened right here, and now we bought in anticipating a short back down to 95 cents. So we'll see how exactly this goes. Maybe we'll fluctuate. Obviously, we'll put a stop loss in, a little bit higher. It seems like this is a support level. We've drawn this in the past, but I do think we'll be able to break through here. I just feel like the markets are going to continue to correct a little bit. This was just like a warning sign for everyone, but I do believe we're going to start to, reverse back down to 97 cents. I just feel like that's what's going to be coming for XRP. As for Bitcoin, let's check out Bitcoin right now. This is a coin Kind of interesting, actually. You can clearly see the bearish divergence that formed on this coin. We have the bullish price movement and price actions shooting us up to the upside. We have a beautiful downtrend on the coin that's reversing lower. This is a beautiful bearish divergence. I don't know how else to explain this to you guys, that this is a huge reversal, potential here. This was a huge sign of market exhaustion, that we were at the top or gaining. And you can see we just exploded all the way up to 63,000, and we just reversed all the way down on the on the relative strength indicator, which nobody anticipated, but we caught it very early. And then when we started to see the drop here at all-time high, we discussed it's probably going to form some sort of lower high formation, which is exactly what happened. And then prices are probably going to start to swing something like this, and that's exactly what's happening currently. So there's a good chance we'll probably be breaking through our moving average very soon. We're seeing a lot of uncertainty here on this major candle, but there's a good chance we'll flare back up, retest a lower high, and continue that lower movement right there. But you can see a lot of people, it's very interesting. If you actually go to Twitter, this is going to be my Twitter, and you go to, let's see, where is it? Elon Musk. Look at what he tweeted the other day. I feel like not a lot of people are actually noticing this or looking at this. He tweeted the other day, 13 hours ago, which people are relating to the reason Bitcoin crashed, which I don't believe in the slightest. They go, Tesla has suspended vehicle purchases using Bitcoin. We are concerned about rapidly increasing use of fossil fuels for Bitcoin mining and transactions, especially coal, which has the worst emissions of any fuel. Crypto is a good idea on many levels, and we believe it is a promising future, but this cannot come at great cost to the environment. Tesla will not be selling any Bitcoin, and we intend to use it for transactions as soon as mining transitions to more sustainable energy. We are looking, which is very, funny, because even if this did pump or dump the cryptocurrency and Bitcoin, it's very funny because he's probably going to just be buying more. But for Bitcoin, this was timed. We knew this correction was going to happen. So the fact that they're going to relate it with any news that came out and with whatever news that surfaces that day. We had a beautiful, how can you call that, Elon Musk crashed this? You can clearly see we had a bearish, drop, and then we started to consolidate, and we filled in this gap here, creating higher lows, eventually filling in right here the point. We were anticipating, between here, we had about 2 days at most before we saw big volume coming in. And this was, explained yesterday very much so in depth. And immediately we saw the reversal. This is a major dump. Now we anticipate that we close below our downtrend or close below our uptrend. Signs of reversal, probably going to continue to swing lower. We'll see exactly how this trades. This might continue to kind of use that as a support level. We might just do this and then dump even lower. Very big possibility on that. So there might be some reversals back to the upside right now. Especially on XRP, as this was fairly undervalued to begin with. When you look at coins like Ethereum, which just exploded to the upside and are currently just on a free fall back down, which was expected. That's why I said not to touch this, because any moment now we're going to see a major reversal back to the downside. You can see we fell about 20% in less than 2 days. But we were going to buy, I even thought about buying in at $4,000. When we broke through $4,000, I was like, okay, I might be buying in, I might be missing out. And I'm sure a lot of people did FOMO buy into this. And in literally less than a day, we shot all the way up to 43.52, and I bet you most people thought this was, a great investment, and we were going to continue to skyrocket up, and they were not going to sell. And then they checked their, their position again, and they're all the way back down to now $3,500. So they bought in at 4, and now they're down money. And there's a good chance we're going to continue to reverse lower on this coin. Ethereum has been due for a pullback, due for a reversal. Markets were all showing signs of exhaustion and overbought. And of course, we see a major dump. So it was expected. It was anticipated. I am in no way surprised that this reversal was going to happen. I just didn't know exactly when. Nobody really knew exactly when that reversal was going to, really take off. As for Dogecoin, something that we look at, again, these are very easy trades. We had a beautiful uptrend drawn out. We have a moving average right here on the 4 hour. It's very easy to discuss that if at any point we break through our uptrend, our, green uptrend and green support, it's reversal. It's going to be big volume shorting to the downside. It's happened over and over again that if we break through these uptrends, volume is going to burst us to the downside. But granted, you could have shorted any cryptocurrency yesterday and would have made a profit. But you can see the second we close below here, it's sign of a big correction to the downside. We can gamble it. We can say that, okay, most of the times it breaks bullish here. But usually when we start to ping and ping pong or pinball off these support levels or resistance levels, there's big volume that comes regardless of the direction. So this was an immediate short. This is a short. We had big volume correcting downwards, big volume here, but vice versa when we hit bottom support, big volume to the upside, big volume to the upside. It's only in between. When we trade in between here, does it, not really move that well. So that's pretty much my take on that. Lastly, the S&P 500. Geez, I don't even know where to begin. Let's just say I put in a lot of money into the S&P 500 at a time where I knew we were going to correct lower. I really did. I really anticipated that we were at a top. I knew that, and I still put in money because I'm fine with it. I mean, this was a correction that we discussed we needed. We'll see how low we go. I'm hoping that since we've, just started our whole new path, very far, far away from the moving average here, we don't just see an immediate dump all the way back down to 33,000 or 3,300 points. I'd be very shocked. And even if we do, I also anticipate that we'll be going so much higher in, a year or two. So I'm really not too worried about leaving into the S&P 500. Like I said, we've been through so many different crazy scenarios with this world, and somehow the S&P 500 decides to pump higher and go higher. So I'm not worried. This dump was expected. It was anticipated. If anything, it's an opportunity to dollar cost average and buy in a little bit more. But this moving average right here, we were teeter-tottering. And I always say not to buy in. It's not worth buying in when we're at a top. But, we've, been at tops for a long time before with the S&P 500. Look at this right here. I just want to show you guys. This was back in 2017. We were at the top, pinging off the overbought market. And for 2017... in 2018, I think this is all of 2017. Yeah, so for 1 year, we had 1 year, markets were just teeter-tottering at the overbought market, and we actually pumped even higher. So was it worth it? Could we have bought in here? Yeah. Could we have missed out? Sure. We did see an immediate reversal afterwards, and then we had another full year of just pump to the upside. So, these things happen. These big reversals happen. It's scary. I get it. There's always going to be these drops, but it's just natural. It's healthy. That's really how you have to look at this. This is a healthy pullback on the coin. It'd be interesting to see if we just trend inside the ascending fractal that we've drawn here. It would be very nice. I'd rather it not pull all the way down to its moving average, which is $3,400. That would be a major drop on the price. But for right now, this is a healthy reversal. This is a healthy, pullback. We're not too bad on the moving averages. We're not too bad on the MACD. We're not too bad on the RSI. We're just slightly above here. And, we've trended, on that resistance for quite some time now. Now, I do notice that every time we retest, the overbought market, we tend to see a big drop. So I am still fairly cautious, and there's a big possibility we could see that. But also notice here back in 2016, from 2016 all the way to 2018, so 2 years, we've re-hit, overbought, and we've hit it 3 times, and we just continue to pump higher. So it is what it is. This is how the market moves. It's not worth, pulling out and buying back in on the S&P 500. I'm just going to let it rock for the next couple of years. And that's how you have to look at it. If you, watch this every single day, you're going to get upset. You're going to see, some red in your crypto or red in your stocks and portfolios, and that's what happens. That's part of the game. But eventually, in a couple years from now, on average, from decades ago, we've been up about 12% every year. So if we have a bad year or a bad couple months, it is what it is. We'll just continue to pump higher since then. But it just gives you an opportunity to put more money in at dollar cost average. But otherwise, wrapping up today's episode, that pretty much sums up XRP and Bitcoin. I mean, Ethereum is going to keep free falling. I would not be surprised if it starts to find bottom support levels right here. Maybe 3,500 could be one. I'll draw in these. Now, I don't know for sure because this is the first time we've been, at these price levels ever, but this might be a bottom support. We may see a small bounce, a small recovery, but it could just continue sending us to a reversal. I'm in on XRP. I shorted XRP using Bityard. You guys should probably consider getting in too. Then again, I'm no financial advisor, but it is opening up a really big opportunity for reversal, as I do believe that we are overbought from the moving average here. We did, teeter-totter on this, and we did break through our uptrend here. We closed a firm candle below here, which is a signal of reversal. So I would not be surprised if at some point we break through $1.27 and we see a big drop to about $1 on XRP. That's where my head's on that. Bitcoin will probably hold the moving average right here. We'll come back up and we're going to start to create the lower high formation that was expected in what will probably continue on and be the bearish drop. It will be the top of Bitcoin and so on and so forth. That's pretty much it, guys. Otherwise, huge shout out to you guys once again for, getting us over 40,000 subscribers, now at 43,000. Definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up as this does help support the YouTube algorithm, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.